Zindrone said that if everything goes smoothly, we should be able to pinpoint the exact location of her home today. Let's head to the wing of Light and meet up with her.
Ah, you're here. We should get going then. Xavier and the others should be filming soon.
How's it going? Have you managed to figure out the location of your home?
I've narrowed down a few potential locations. We just need to take a sample from each one. Once the equipment analyzes them, we should know the exact location and where to find the—
Great! We should get started then.
All right, let's get a move on. That should do it. Let's head back. The filming should be just about done. We made good time. We might even know the location by the end of the day.
You sound pretty happy about that.
Do I? I suppose I've just had enough of these anomalies I've been dealing with. The sooner I can fix them, Anyway, enough chit-chat. We have work to do. Oh, but let's head in through the side door. I don't want to run into the crew on the deck. All right, now we just need to wait for the results. Since we have some time to kill, I suppose I might as well see how this aquarium of yours is coming.
It's really coming together.
Oh, kind of impressive. These must be the ones we caught the first time we went underwater.
Like it?
It's fine, I guess. Nothing special.
Come on! It sounded like you really liked it just now.
You're that proud of it? Is this a sense of accomplishment or something?
Well, yeah. And it's pretty.
You know it's gonna be gone soon, though, right?
What do you mean?
After the festival, this ship will be returned to the fortress of Meropide.
So?
So, no matter how much work you put into this place,
Not making the most of it when we have the chance isn't even bigger.
but if you know it's all going to be gone one day, why even bother?
Well,
Because you still get to keep the things you gain along the way. And those are things that can never be
Doesn't that make losing them even harder?
well, if you put it like that. But the happy memories we make along the way last forever. Not to mention, everything we do here is gonna be on film.
And when you look back on it, only happy memories will come.
Exactly.
So it's about finding joy in the process itself.
Traveler! You're back already?
What's wrong with that? You say that like it's terrible.
How did you get here? I didn't see you on the deck. Oh, never mind. We need to help Miss Guillotin hide ASAP. The crew is heading over here to shoot any second.
What? They should be done.
There was a mishap earlier that cost them some time. Anyway, you should head back to the captain's cabin right away. Finally! That's a wrap for the scenes on the deck. Wouldn't have taken half as long if the wind hadn't snapped our equipment.
Uh-oh! Too late!
Change of plans then. You'll just have to hide.
Hide? And where exactly am I supposed to do that?
Oh, there's a box over there!
Huh? You expect me to...
Do I need my makeup done for the next scene too?
For the love of...
Let me see. Maybe just a quick touch-up.
Huh? Traveler and Paimon? What are you doing here? I thought you took the day off to...
Huh? Oh, well, it didn't take as long as we were expecting, so we came back early.
No, we ran into an issue that, set us back. It meant Miss Charlotte's crew wasn't able to wrap either. We both still have scenes to shoot in this aquarium.
Oh, that's not ideal. For several reasons. Let us help then. The sooner we wrap, the sooner everyone can get some rest.
All right.
Thanks, you two.
Miss Charlotte's crew can go first then. If I'm not mistaken, you...
Thanks, Director Farina!
Of course. Fellow artists should help each other out where we can.
Agreed. Well then, camera, lights, get set up. Actors, give your lines a quick once-over. Let's try to get this in one take. All right, places, everyone! And 3, 2, 1, action!
So, the story ends like this. But when Duke Saint Germanus departed, he clearly said that...
Huh? That sounds familiar. Wait, it's from that novel I came across while researching the numeral...
He's only a genius when it comes to mechanics. And everything else, he's just an ordinary person.
Huh? What was that noise?
Miss Jacoba, please don't speak as if I were the accomplice.
Not so hard. This box isn't sturdy enough for that.
This is why I keep saying, don't put too much trust in Clockwork Mecha. Unlike humans, machines don't have a heart.
A heart?
That's right. It's what's on the inside. You can think of it as a person's core, what makes them unique.
You said my emotion module was faultless.
It is, but that's not quite the same thing.
Do you think I have one then?
I don't think so. I know so. The question is, do you recognize it with...
That's where you're wrong.
I can't believe this. Forcing me to hide in a box and listen to this drivel.
In the end, clocks tick through tranquil years. Fish swim in crystalline springs. No matter how grand a dream is, it will fade away like this.
And cut.
That was a long one. What did you think?
If she makes them do another take, I'm going to flip a lid. And not just the one to this box.
Oh, there were some weird audio things going on, but perfect. That means
I can get out of this box.
It's our turn. Camera operator, set up for the next scene. In this one, our protagonist peruses an aquarium in a foreign land and gets...
Shoot, Paimon thought there'd be a break in Synchrony.
break a leg. Yep, we're headed off to shoot our next...
All right, Quiet on set! We're about to start rolling. Miss,
I think she would like this.
quick, we should roll on this.
It doesn't forage with the others, or prey upon its smaller kin. Instead, it remains where it is. And yet, she still stood before the cyclone in the end. So I think that story has it wrong. She is no different than us. She has a heart.
Columbina.
Uh-oh, is she onto us?
What is she... cut!
You okay, Columbina? Oh, yes. I just...
Why don't we take a short break? That last take was beautifully organic, though.
Thanks, Director Farina. But I'm fine to continue.
You're sure? In that case, let's shoot...
We're in the clear this time.
Ugh! Absolutely suffocating.
You okay, Sandrone?
Right as rain. Come on, let's go check the test results. It's time for me to go home. All right, it should be around here. Give me some space. I'll activate the water insulating mechanism.
The what?
Alain, much like Renee, had long predicted that the water levels in Fontaine would rise. Thanks to his expertise in mechanics, he was able to implement a few simple measures to protect our home from flooding. I told him there was no need, that I would just move when the water rose too high. But it would seem he knew a day like this would come. All right, the silt has been cleared away. Go activate the mechanism for the first sluice gate. That will fill the empty middle chamber with water. All right, now turn on the drainage mechanism in front of the second sluice gate, and this chamber will become empty once again.
So, this is where you used to live?
Back when I lived here, it was my job to tend to the potted plants and flower beds. If the weather was nice, I would take Alain out in his wheelchair and we would go for a walk. Come to think of it, I was the only one who could get around easily back then. Happy. I I suppose they were. An event, of course, that was all just an illusion. Death still awaits all of us. Oh, all right, enough standing around. Let's head inside. Yep, this place is exactly how I left it. Nothing has changed. What is it? Huh? How did you get... Oh, Arlecchino gave... And you... read the whole thing. Anyway, since you've already read it, you should just hold on to it. Well, feel free to look around. I'm going to start looking for the... Oh, but be careful with the stuff around here. I'm not saying you can't touch anything. Coffee. Tea. Oh, I played with these when I was little, during the first few months after I was created. At first, Alen and I would play together, but it didn't take long for me to become unbeatable. Yeah, these logic and math puzzles? It's been so long. What do you say? Let's go with this one. The gears on the left are stacked from largest. Just remember, you can't stack a bigger gear on Need help? You seem stuck. This should go here, and done. Well, what did you think of the game? Well, these kinds of puzzles aren't for everyone. Oh, these are some of Alen's drafts from his later, and these are just some unimportant letters. Wait, the people in... Oh, this was taken when Alen and Renee were both in his later years. Alen would often sit by the fireplace. He said he sometimes regretted not helping his friend when he needed it most. This was Alen's workbench. Later on, it's where both Polonia and I were brought to life. Before Alen was bedbound, this is where he would teach me about mechanics. Later on, when he got too sick, I took over and would work on Polonia.
Wow! This house is filled with so many memories! It's so cozy and charming!
You should have seen it in its prime, when people actually lived here. You know, we also used to have a mechanical piano.
Oh! How chic!
Alen never played it much. He probably wasn't able, but I managed to teach myself. Music theory is essentially math after all. I loved perusing Alen's collection of classical music. The chords and harmonies felt like individual mathematical puzzles. But as Alen continued to deteriorate, even this...
Aww.
Back then, I assumed a piano was like an ordinary clothing rack. Enough about that. Ellen's gift should be just in... Wait. There's a hidden compartment at the back of this box. Knowing you, Ellen, I'm guessing it goes like this. Got it. Am I... Let's see here. A box?
Well, you gonna open it?
It's heavier than I was expecting. A letter? Wait a second.
Oh, a cube?
It's a multidimensional algorithmic core. Ellen would use it to store information. All right, I'll start looking into the core and the letter.
Okay. Hold on. There's another picture in here.
A snapshot of you playing among the plants shortly after you were born. You seem to like these flowers a lot.
Huh? Wow! Look how happy you are in this picture.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just that you come off kind of aggressive.
Well then, people should stop being so annoying. It's not like I'm the one with the problem.
Of course not. Oh, here's something else. Looks like a piece of paper. Today, I solved another math puzzle and made a breakthrough on a
No, wait, that's
From now on, I should have people address me as Her Highness the Clockwork Princess, unraveler of all reason.
Nope. No more of that. I thought...
You wrote this? Then how did it get...
You seem to have developed a distaste for this particular entry, considering I found it in the trash. I'm sorry, but I could not help but hold on to it. Forgive me.
Ellen! Don't be embarrassed. Everyone goes through a phase like that.
Nonsense. I wasn't even the one who wrote that. It must have been Polonia. That's enough. I told you it was Polonia. You know what? We're done with this. No more rifling around. Just put it down and let me read the letter. To my little clockwork princess. Not another word. Got that? If...
You've most likely received the gift I left for you. I just hope you didn't... I once asked if there was something you wished for. Regardless, I have another gift. A formula that will allow you to come... Why this gift? To understand that, allow me to wax poetic on the soul once again. I believe a person should be born twice over in their lifetime. It's a matter of transforming the life bestowed upon us. We must make a conscious choice to define the meaning of our life. This is the process of recognizing the soul. You are my proudest masterpiece. I told you that long ago. But to me, you're just like... In fact, some theories think of the human brain as nothing more. So you see, perhaps we're not so different after all. No matter how one looks at it, the heart is... Your computational capacity allowed you to become sentient and develop logical reasoning. Emotions and logic often clash with each other. As you told me once, you've always known... Similar to how a blind person can feel when a part of their body is in pain without... So, what I leave you now is this.
Of course. Whether you use it is entirely up to you, regardless. Whether by my formula or some other means. Ellen.
Oh.
I'm fine. I've already figured out how this formula works. Let's get out of here and...
You made up your mind already? You're gonna do it?
Why wouldn't I? Resolving the anomalies within my core is the reason... No, I can do this on my own. But, do you want to watch?
What do you mean?
I already know what anomaly I need to resolve. Like Alen said.
And by resolve, you mean that...
Yes.
But if you, let us in like that, wouldn't that mean letting...
If what Alen said is true, then I'm about to be... born anew. Besides, you already read my whole diary.
You're really sure about this?
How many times do I have to say it? I finally let you in as... friends. Enough with the mushy stuff. Just follow me. Right. With the numerological array, I can construct a simple form.
Oh, just like St. Lolly's censuring.
Huh. Sounds like that shaman has some tricks up her sleeve. The arcane and the mathematical are both fundamental laws of this world. Anyway, let's get this show on the road. But no comments from the peanut gallery, okay? I know I offered, but I still... Is this... my heart? No, it's probably just the result of Alen's formula. A space dedicated to resolving anomalies. Huh. But it looks like the walls are all... mirrors? You made it. About time. Is that me? From the past? You just spoke of anomalies. Well, here I am. What happens when emotion contradicts reason? Shall we sit down and talk?
That should do it. Hello, my name is Alain Guillotin. Can you hear me?
Brings back memories, doesn't it? The time we spent here.
Here, I want you to have this.
A notebook?
You can use it to write things down.
I don't need to write things down. I have unlimited memory.
Even so, some things are more important than others, right? You can use it to write about the things that matter.
So you wish me to carry out a basic priority sorting operation?
I suppose you can think of it like that for now. But journaling is also an act of finding oneself. Much like we use wooden stakes to guide a plant to grow in a certain manner, what we choose to write down gives the soul much-needed direction. In the act of choosing what to forget and what to hold on to, we decide what kind of person we want to become.
I don't understand. Like I said earlier, I don't need something like this. This is where we were born, where our life began. Mornings of tending to the garden, afternoons spent cleaning, reading, or studying, evenings of cozying up by the fire, listening to Alen share stories about his past. Alen.
What is it?
What are you drinking?
Oh, this? It's coffee. It, makes me more productive.
I want to try it.
Oh, okay. Here.
bitter. Speaking of, why did you design me with senses? Taste, smell, touch.
Well, I'm not quite sure. It just felt like the right thing to do. I suppose I hoped you might have a life of your own one day, and that you deserve to experience all life has to offer.
Oh. Still bitter. But the smell is nice. I thought those peaceful days would go on forever. You know that's not possible. Maybe. But how was I supposed to know the end was just around the corner? That was just bad luck. Was it? Well, it certainly became a pattern, now didn't it? Over time, one of the habits we picked up from Elen was a love of coffee. We even took to hosting tea parties. A machine acting like a human. Kind of laughable, right? I suppose that's just what I'm used to. Yeah, that's just what we're used to.
Hey, this place isn't half bad. Great spot for a party.
More and more people seem to be showing up to my tea parties uninvited. Anyone care to explain?
Can you blame me? I saw Columbina leading Capitano somewhere, and I had to see what that was about.
I had simply asked Columbina where I might find Arlecchino. I have business to discuss with her, and Columbina suggested looking here. Tartaglia and I were unaware that this was a private gathering. Apologies for the intrusion. It won't be for long.
Whatever. Just add it to the list of annoying things that have happened today. What's one more? Since you're here, you might as well stay for a cup of tea.
See? Told you she wouldn't mind.
Much obliged, Sandrone.
Well, look who we have here. Good thing I brought extra desserts. This has turned into quite the occasion.
Capitano, I was just about to go find you.
Pardon the intrusion. Rest assured, I won't sully your gathering with talk of work. We can have our discussion later.
Spoken like a true gentleman. A certain unmannered 11th seat could learn a thing or two.
You know, you really should start being nicer to me, Rosaline. Or I might just snatch that 8th seat right out from under you.
I'd like to see you try.
If you're gonna fight, take it outside. The only mess I plan on cleaning up is tea-related. I still don't understand how our quiet afternoon turned into such a crowded gathering. One by one, people just kept barging in. And then, one by one, they left without a word. Yeah, pretty annoying, huh?
Of all my days with the Fatui, the times I spent with you, Arlecchino, and Rosaline, they were my favorite. Goodbye, Sandrone.
Don't go, Columbina. We should have just said that. Why didn't we? If we had, would the story have had a different ending? She couldn't stay. There was no future for her here. She would have just faded away. You're right. I suppose that's why you call me an anomaly. Every time you make a decision, there's a voice inside your heart. My voice. asking to contradict all logic and reason. Why didn't we make her stay? Is it worse to fight for something just to lose it? Or not to have fought at all? Don't you find it unfair? One by one, we keep losing the things we care about the most. But in the end, whether I want to fight for something or cry over all we've lost, you just push it down and pretend not to hear. And now, even Polonia, the other half of Elend's legacy, the last remaining member of our family. Even Polonia is no longer with us. I did everything I could, but it's just like Elend always said. Polonia was one of a kind. There was no replicating what he managed to create. Don't you feel like our connection to the past is fading bit by bit? Like, even the things we have left are slowly slipping away. I suppose. But you can't move through life without having to say goodbye. And even as we experience loss, there are always new things to be gained. Ever so logical. What's your take, then? It feels like the more I care about something, the faster the world takes it away. It sounds so stupid, but I can't help it. That's the hand life has dealt me time and time again. Why even fight for something that's just going to be lost in the end? Better to never have had it at all. Better if it would all just disappear. Dark, I know. But the heart wants what it wants. Maybe the stellar linchpin appeared because of me. Because of what I wish for. I don't think so. Yeah, probably not. What an anomaly wants goes against all logic and reason after all. Well, go ahead and do what you came for. You're here to resolve the anomaly, aren't you? Yes. What's it gonna be? Keeping me imprisoned here like before? Or eliminating me entirely, like debugging a code? That might actually be a mercy. I don't care. I just don't want to experience the pain of loss ever again. Go ahead. I'm ready. Why do we keep losing everything we care about? I know it hurts, but that's life. I wish... I know. I've always known. Because we've been one all along. I'm fine.
It's okay to cry and...
Cry? You've gotta be kidding me. The emotional side of my core algorithm. My emotion module has always been fully developed and operational. Elen tried to tell me that too. I've just chosen to ignore her voice all this time. I suppose. Huh. Come to think of it, it's kind of like the aquarium on the ship.
The aquarium?
The old me took one look at it and saw something I would inevitably lose. So I stopped putting in the effort. Then, one by one, the fish all swam away, and the place became even more bleak and depressing. Pretty pathetic, right?
Don't say that. A lot of people would feel the same. It just shows how much you care about what you have.
Now? After seeing what you've done with the aquarium, I have to admit, I think it's beautiful. It's like you said, we get to keep the things we gain along the way. And those are things that can never be replaced, because we choose to hold them in our hearts.
Well said!
Besides, I've already died once. I'd be stupid not to make the most of this second chance.
Right! Earlier your inner self mentioned something about her wish. What was it?
You think that's something you can just ask, and I'll tell you. Think again. I may have accepted my emotional self, but I'm not about to go all soft and mushy on the inside and pour my heart out. That said, taking a step in the right direction couldn't hurt. Starting with cleaning some old aquarium tanks of my own.
Huh?
Metaphorically speaking, I mean. Come on, let's head back to the ship. I need to talk to that shaman.
Huh? Resentful lost souls?
You couldn't get comfortable sleeping near the Opera Epicles, right? Well, I bet that's why. The Fountain of Lucine is where all the water in Fontaine gathers. So that's where the emotions within the water converge as well.
Hold on. If it's souls we're dealing with, feeling uncomfortable should have been just the beginning. I should have been able to hear their voices or something.
And under normal circumstances, I'm sure someone of your talents would have. The problem is, these souls are no longer complete.
Remind me how they ended up like that again? You mentioned something about them being split apart?
Yes, it's called soul severing. René of the Nartsitzenkreuz ordered. After learning of Fontaine's impending doom, René thought if he could find a means for the soul to live. Unfortunately, his theory of the 4 Orthants was imperfect at the time, and a failure along the way caused his physical form. Jakob, another member of the Nartsitzenkreuz Ordo, sought to carry on René's legacy and restore his physical form.
By severing their...
Yes. After René successfully awakened, the two continued after you saved Fontaine by turning Fontainians into true humans. These souls returned to the ley lines. But the souls severed before René awakened had nowhere to go.
Almost as if they exist outside the bounds of this world.
Not only that, but over time they began to fuse with. But the full transformation must have been recent. Otherwise, the Udex surely would have noticed. Wait, no, he must know already. That would explain the underwater Melazine patrol.
In that case, let's go find Nervalette and we can sort it.
No, not just yet.
Why not?
For one, the diplomatic castle alone would be a nightmare. Even though I haven't reported back to Snezhnaya yet, I'm not... Besides, with me here, success is a done deal. Involving other people would just complicate things. All I need is for Miss Citlali to help pinpoint the location of this monstrosity.
With my eyes closed. This is what I do. But, how exactly do...
Just trust me. I have the perfect solution.
Oh, all right. If you're that confident, we'll follow your lead. Why the sudden interest in helping Fontaine with it?
No, I didn't. And you're right. This problem has nothing to do with me. But, in his later years, Elen told me he regretted not helping his best friend. He also felt sorry towards Marianne. For if he were still with us, I think he'd do the same. Friends shouldn't hold grudges or leave behind regrets.
You know, you really do seem...
You mean everything that just happened wasn't for nothing? Why, thank you for pointing out the just washing off the grime of the past. Turns out, a lot
What's this about aquarium tanks all of a sudden? They go off on some grand adventure and what? Now they...
All right then, Citlali. Tracking this...
Huh? Oh, right. No problem.
You get this, Granny Eatsley!
You! Come with me to Hotel de Boer for a drink. Right now. Why? Because I said so! Miss Guillotin, I'll report back on the location tomorrow morning. Just need a drink or two first to bolster me up.
Well, don't let me keep you.
All right, you. Time to go. I've got scores that need settling.
Huh?